To order, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I salute the flag of the great state of New Mexico, the symbol of perfect friendship among united cultures. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Good evening, Mayor.
Do we have any consideration of the agenda?
Move to approve.
Second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any unscheduled public correspondence?
Kim Skaggs.
Okay.
Good evening, Mayor and trustees. Thank you so much for letting me visit with you for a minute. Over the last few months, actually a couple of years, we've been trying to, we being kind of myself, have been trying to clean up some properties around Tularosa. We started with one outside of the village limits out at 382 Riata, got the old Van Winkle horse farm cleaned up. Then we started working on 204 Higuera, and I have moved into that. Last week, we cleared number 7 Duran, and then also Bucky Johnson, Virgil Johnson III, and I have been working on the property at First and Bosque. So I just wanted to throw a huge shout out thank you to our police officers who have been very, very, very kind and understanding while we navigated our way as carefully as possible through cleaning up those properties. And that's it.
Thank you, Kim.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you for cleaning it up. Appreciate it. Something that sometimes takes a person that's not in the village, I mean, not a village affiliated to do, you know, like trustees and employees, so.
Greg Gutierrez. Hello and good evening. Thanks for
Greg.
having me. I just wanted to first to say congratulations to Chris Rupp and Casey Otero on their newly being elected as trustees. And I wanted to thank Mr. Garcia and Mr. Sines for your service for all the years that you've been in as trustees. And of course, other two, Mr. Bersuelas and Mr. Garwood, thank you. And Ms. Debbie, Ms. Cooksey for your service as well. I really appreciate all the hard work that you guys put in. Now, that said, I want to just say, I wanted to ask a question about our water supply here, our Tularosa water. You know, what do we as a community need to do to advocate for our community? How can we come together and get the state to come down here and say, you know what, yeah, this is a problem. We need to put some money into the water system, you know, make it cleaner. Because yesterday, I had a guy come and clean our water heater on Granado Street, and we pulled out about 2 inches of dirt from the bottom of it, the tank, and it was just sand and caliche and just gross. And I was like, man, we're drinking this? Like, nobody should be drinking this. Like, unless you put it through an RO reverse osmosis filter, you should not be drinking the town water here. And I mean, I'm not trying to beat anybody up because I know all of you all work hard and do what you can. I just want to know, how can we as a community come together and make something, you know, materialize, make it happen, you know?
So on the caliche part, you're never gonna get rid of that. That's part of the water in New Mexico. That's just how it is. I mean, unless you get a water softener and you put it in, and I don't think we can do a big water softener for the village. It's not feasible. We can't do that. Dirt, I don't know. I think, you know, it's coming from, I mean, I think it's filtered good. I mean, I know we pass all of our tests, you know, and by the way, if you guys don't know, there's water tests taken daily, okay?
Okay.
Because we have to do that according to the state.
Yeah.
So it meets, actually, it kind of surpasses a little bit of what the state requires. It's part of living in our town, if, you know, in New Mexico. You know, our water comes from underground, it's not a spring
Right.
like Tennessee and, you know, all those places that have all that water. We're water poor, you know?
Right.
So I don't know what you can do about it. I just am thankful because if you've ever drank the water from any of the wells out on Riata,
Right. It's
are
even
undrinkable.
worse.
You know,
I know.
and any water, you know, there's a lot of, have you ever drank Carlsbad's water?
No.
It's not very good. Ours tastes like purified water compared to theirs. Alamogordo's the same way. Their
I
water's
don't
not.
think our water has dirt per se where you're talking about what there is old pipes in the town that the water flows through, so.
Yeah, that's what happens. That's exactly what I was fixing to
Pipes.
say. It's not per se dirt coming from our water, but we have a lot of old pipes. That's just,
Yeah.
you know, and so does the city of Alamogordo, so does everybody. So I think, you know, eventually, once we get our pipes straightened out and everything, it'll be better, but
Is that in progress or is that on the roadmap for later on? Or?
yeah, later, it's part of,
We never stop.
yeah, we never
Water
stop.
is
We're
our
always,
number one thing that
You
we,
notice on the ICIP, it's always number one.
yeah.
Okay.
Water, it's just, phase one was the pipe down the highway.
Okay.
Go down Mescal Road. Now, we can replace the pipes, but also, the village services from the meter to your house, right? From the meter out. You're responsible for the pipes from your meter to your house.
Right.
That's, sometimes people, they never change their pipes out. And they-
Yeah.
So when they turn the spigot on, they go, oh, what's this? Well, it could be, they can blame the village, but I can guarantee that water coming out of that plant out there is 99% pure.
Yeah.
When
It is.
it leaves that plant, but when somehow in transition, maybe the old pipe, but also your pipes from the village, from your house to the meter, or, you know, they could be.
that could be
shot pretty
old
well.
pipe, yeah. I know,
Okay.
I did address this during the legislative session during the Otero County days and reached out to our legislators. And this is an inherent problem throughout the state. But I did tell them to try to focus on Tularosa more and get us funding for that. So hopefully they listened and maybe they'll have some money for us this year. So we'll see.
Okay, good. Sounds great. I appreciate
You
that.
guys are also welcome to go to Santa Fe during legislative session and speak for your
In
community.
February?
Yes.
Okay. Okay,
It'd be
I'll see if I can
best
get some people.
We had a lot of people go to Santa Fe.
would be.
And
We had a
speak
whole crowd of people to go to Santa Fe with us when we go. We go. I mean, this administration has gone, Pat and I went by ourselves to go up there because I was invited up there with Gabe Vasquez. And we went, and then as a whole, we went,
Okay,
you know?
well,
I
Or you
mean,
can write letters or
Okay.
emails.
put me on the list. I'll go with you guys when you go. You know, and anybody, I'll get any other volunteers, we can go.
Engage with the legislators.
Yeah,
Yeah, very much. I
yeah.
agree. In
I can do
fact,
that.
Well,
Dave Shields from Bohanna, Houston, he's retired now, but he did a great job for us advocating for the village, Tularosa, trying to get new water monies and so on. We've used Water Trust Board, Colonia's grant money, COG, Council of Government with Dora Batista, grants, U.S. senators, representatives, state senators, state representatives, governors. And with the governor, it's pretty much, they'll hold on the money because it's not, if we're not like, who's it? The city up north that needed water.
Las Vegas?
Las Vegas.
Vegas.
And is critical when it breaks down, then the money will appear. But ours is not critical to the point where we'll use Band-Aids until it breaks
Yeah.
down, but nonetheless, that's where we're at. And we've done our homework. We visited and so on and so forth, but sometimes it's just, we're just overlooked. Sometimes it's just the fact that it's not an emergency for us.
yeah,
Our emergency is not their emergency until something breaks down, until it breaks.
We are in the process of getting an alternate water source, so that is in the works. It's already in plan and design, and we're trying to get a property. We've already asked to buy one property, but he denied it, so now we're gonna have to look for somebody else,
okay.
so.
Well, that sounds hopeful. All right, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Thank you, Greg.
Thank you, Greg.
Denise Ottaviano?
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing? I wanted to provide feedback and offer a suggestion for making Veterans Park safer. As you all know, there is a continuing problem at the park with people getting drunk, doing and selling drugs, committing violence and littering, in addition to harassing people and causing problems at the nearby recycling center. Those frequenting the park have been known to sleep and defecate in and around the recycling bins. At this point, it is unsafe and unhealthy for our community to enjoy our park. As a member and block captain of the Tularosa Neighborhood Watch program, we have had lengthy discussions about how we can take back our park and make it a safe place for everyone to enjoy in our community. We do understand the complexities of taking law enforcement actions against those who break the law there, and do realize that the village and Tule PD are making an effort in evaluating possible solutions about what's happening there. One action I would like for the village to consider is closing the park at dusk rather than at 9 p.m. for the following reasons. Those who continually hang out at the park can more easily commit crimes and engage in illegal activities under the cover of darkness, making it harder for the public and law enforcement to see and know what they're doing. Even our regular law-abiding citizens who choose to utilize the park for picnics and other gatherings, it really isn't necessary for them to stay after dark. And besides, it's so dark, you really can't see anything to do anything beyond dark. The only people I really see there after dark are the ones that are the troublemakers. I don't feel like closing the park would be detrimental to the experiences of people who are recreating at the park. On a related topic, I would also like to recommend that the recycling center be moved to a more visible and high-traffic area within our village. It does seem like it's kind of hidden there. And if the bins were moved away, it would eliminate the element at the park who are harassing people there and using it as a restroom and a sleep area. And it would also, well, it might reduce the illegal dumping that's occurring there if it was in a more visible place where people can see who's going there and what they're doing. In closing, I hope that you will consider both of these recommendations in an effort to make our community safer, and I hope you will continue to place emphasis on solving the problems at Veterans Park. Thank you.
Thank you. So our problem with closing the park is if you close the park at that time, you're unfortunately eliminating the kids that like to play basketball. I mean, you can ask the chief. There's kids that play basketball till night. The lights are out there, they want to play. I hate to do that to our kids, but at the same time, I understand. And you guys know we have cameras there all over now, correct? You do know that. We have cameras at the convenience center. The thing that needs to be done at the convenience center is we need to move the way those bins are put. Am I correct, chief? And we're gonna be working on moving those bins, because the way that, we have a really good camera, but the way it's at right now, it's getting the side of the vehicle and not their license plate, okay? Once we gotta get the county right to move those for us, and once we get those moved and we can see their license plate, then once that goes in and we have their license plate, the law enforcement can start giving them isn't it a $500 fine? Yeah, am I correct? It's a $500 fine. You know, because it's not just that, it's also people illegal dumping there, putting their trash in there, putting that stuff. So that's in the works of trying to get those moved. You know, think that I've talked to the county once and they were supposed to come out here and do it, but they haven't yet. So I don't know, I mean, do you want to close the park off for at dusk the kids can't play basketball? I mean.
Well, the part that would need to be closed is just the grassy area, because that's where the troublemakers congregate.
I agree, but that's part of the whole
park.
Yeah. So, you know, then the thing is, if I would say, and we are looking at in winter time, making it like 7 o'clock, okay? So it's not, they're not there all night until 9, or maybe even 6. But the problem is once if you do that on that side, because it's one whole park, everybody knows that, then you have these people complaining, well, you're letting them play basketball. You see, you have that thing, you know? And I'm all for what you said. I even said to fence it off and close it, but you know, the board's right. this is it's to be used, but I'm in agreement with you. But one of the things that you guys can help us with is even if you're just going to the store, or if you're out riding around, or you're going to your house, and I do it all the time. I drive by the park and I look out there and I see what's there. Mark does it. All the trustees do it. And if there's something going on out there, call the law enforcement. If they're busy, they can't get to it right now, but if they're not, they can get to it later, okay? So that, and we do now have a service officer. He's not certified, but he's here to help. He's working, and he's very good at getting people out of the park. So it's gotta be a community effort, but we're not alone. Ruidoso faces the same thing we do, exactly the same thing we do. I talked to them up there, and Wingfield Park is eat up with worse than what we have here. So, I mean, I think your ideal is wonderful. I do. Maybe we can figure out a way to implement it. But you're right, we need to take control of this. And us, not only as law enforcement does it, but us as citizens do it, you know? And you know what? Guys, if you're there and you can do it and you stay far away, I want you guys to stay safe. I'm not saying to get right on top of them. Take your camera, you know? They're smoking crack there. They're doing, take your camera, film it. That way she has something to back it up with.
Yeah, actually Rusty and I did that
Yeah.
one morning. We went over there and we were documenting who we saw, what they were doing, and we took pictures and video and then passed it along. I think if we did more of that, I think that would be helpful.
Yes, because when you pull the cameras out and you start filming them, they start leaving, because they know, they start going,
Yes.
so,
Okay, thank you.
thank you.
Tim Black.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I didn't put you
know.
on the agenda. I apologize, but you can,
It's okay, I'll make it quick. Good evening, everybody, mayor, trustees. My name is Tim Black. I'm with a great company called Better IT Services. We are dedicated to empower rural communities with innovative technology. And so tonight I want to bring a piece of that technology, which is called LVT, which is a live view trailer, it's a surveillance trailer that is totally solar powered, runs 24 hours a day. You can move it into any location in grassy areas and areas that you're having issues with dumping. There's deterrence right away. There's flashing lights. We create waypoints in the video or in the images. So this way, if you guys close at a certain time, somebody goes into that zone, it'll alerts, says you're in a loitering zone or you're in a restricted area, whatever that you want to put in there for it to say. This also will send an alert to whoever you assign this to, like dispatch. There's a command center for this. You get mobile alerts. You can control everything even from your phone on top of that. So there's multiple ways to interact with this, but most of all, the deterrence. So they see the flashing lights, they go into the area, and it automatically speaks to them, basically telling them you're in a restricted area and you need to leave immediately. Police are being called, so there's those scenarios. It's 24 hours to put a police officer there. It would take 2. So you look at what you would pay for a police officer to be there, not only including their pay, insurance, vehicles, weapons, ammo. It adds up really quick. And for this machine is definitely half that cost yearly, okay?
do they have them in Alamogordo?
Yes, ma'am. Not only does the city, so the city of Alamogordo has several, and also there's realtors that own several properties that have them too as well, because they have issues with people, just dumping stuff in the back, damaging their property. When nobody can see anything, nobody can do anything, this trailer will give you the opportunity to get notified. We have it set up for when, just say for the instance, Washington Park was a very bad area for loitering, kids damaging stuff. There's homeless burning the bathrooms down and stuff like that. So there's a bunch of graffiti and stuff that they were really dealing with. And so we got to set this trailer up there, and every instance of graffiti burning down the bathrooms, all of it stopped, because this thing not only just yells at them, we have it set up to where it goes to dispatch, dispatches the police out. So there's that too as well.
What does something like this cost?
So like I was saying, roughly with notifications, with somebody monitoring 24 hours, you're looking at about $42,000 a year. If you broke it down to monthly, you're only looking at $3,500. And so if you can pay for a police officer to get there and be there for that amount of price, well, then you're not going to have this type of surveillance. You're not going to get it anywhere else besides here. And so since I do live here in Tularosa, I do want to help you guys get this too as well. We do have a demo that we can set up for the city, or for the village, excuse me, for at least 2 weeks. So this way you guys can get a feel of it and stuff like that. And for myself, I know money's tight. And if you guys want the public to help, I definitely am willing to throw some money down to help at least get a couple months worth of surveillance up and running. I do think that we do need it here in the village, and if the public's willing to help as well, I'm sure as a community we can get this solved pretty quick. So that's what I have for you guys.
It's a nice, I've seen them, and I've actually, we walked in a park accidentally where we weren't supposed to be. I was in Lubbock, and we were trying to get to a concert, and we walked into a section, and they had them there. And you're right, it does make a lot of noise and scares the
Yeah.
bejeebies out of you. But it's a nice unit, and I really want to thank you for the presentation. And
Absolutely.
I think the board and I will be talking about it, and talking about it with the public, and see what we can come up with, okay?
Sweet.
I'd be interested in the presentation. I'd like to see it.
Yeah, I like to see, yeah, the 2 week,
Is it one unit or?
It's just one. That's correct. That's all it takes.
Very
Trust
mobile,
me.
right? Mobile?
mobile. It's,
Mobile unit?
yeah,
It's a mobile unit. It's on a trailer. It's solar powered. You guys don't have to worry about anything. You could just put in an order to have it moved whenever you want to move it, what deterrents you guys want to use on it and stuff like that to, if somebody goes over there and damages it, it's not yours. You don't have to, you're not responsible for it. So it's LVTs, that's part of the
I was gonna
service.
ask you if it's damaged, how long will it be down, or would the village be responsible for the damage to the unit?
Well, they'll end up shipping out parts to me, and I'm also the person that I service those as well. So it happens pretty quick.
okay.
Cool.
I think we're definitely interested in doing the demo and getting more information. After the meeting, I'll get with you, okay?
All right,
Thank
thanks,
you.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I-
That'd be nice at the park.
I know, that'd be, we don't have to have a cop there. Geraldine likes it, I know that. Okay, so I guess it's a nice short meeting, so number 3, Rebecca Bryant, Village Clerk, is asking to approve Resolution 2025-2026, 10 to request an amendment to the cooperative agreement with the New Mexico Department of Transportation for extension of time for HW2L 200648 project from December 31st, 2025 to December 31st, 2026 to complete the Chris Drive, Darby Lane, Lucille Lane pavement rehabilitation within the control of the Village of Tularosa, Otero County, New Mexico.
Yeah, so this is a grant that we've had, but with Bohannon and everything, they've been busy, so getting this project started just kind of got put back a little bit. But they just wanted to get an extension of time with NMDOT so they can get the project done for those lanes. So that's all it's for. We need a resolution for that to extend the time.
I make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
All those in favor, say aye.
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 Roll call, Bruce Wallace,
Aye.
Garcia,
Aye.
Garwood,
Aye.
Sines.
Aye.
Thank you.
Number 4, Anna Vihil, Senior Center Director, is asking for approval of the appointment of Tucker Hood as a full-time secretary to the pay rate of $15 an hour.
Good evening, Ms. Mayor and the Board of Trustees. I stand before you today basically just asking for approval of my newest employee. His name is Tucker. I have him kind of like a program aide, so he does a little bit of everything. He has experience in cook, prep, janitorial work, you know, just something that I can have everywhere. So if somebody's gone, he's the one that steps in. One of my main focuses this fiscal year is broadening our transportation for the village, and we can't do that without having somebody that's going to take over this position so that we can have somebody outside of the center. I want to do more recreation, sending people, you know, taking the seniors to the inn, to the movies, to cruises, to shop, out to lunch, things like that. And I think that, I know that we need another employee to be able to make that happen. And I do have the money. It's been in my budget ever since last year. I just wanted to make sure that it was a quality person.
Make a motion to approve.
I'll second
All those in favor, say aye.
it. Aye.
Aye.
Thank you guys very much for your time. Have a good evening.
Motion passed. Number 5, old business. You guys, we have any old business to talk about? No old business?
Yeah, I just wondered about the lights in the annex section of Tularosa on the east side and Mescalero Road. Has that been addressed with PNM yet?
I have not called PMM. I don't know if Angel has, but I guess I will call them myself. Yeah. And you're wanting to get lights out there, correct?
Well, yeah, it's been requested by a lot of citizens out there to get that done, and this has been dragging on for well over a year, so we need to really get on it and do what our constituents want, especially PNM. All we have to do is get a hold of them and request it, and they'll do it.
Okay. All right. I'll call them and myself and take care of that. Okay.
Bruce Ashburn.
Huh?
Bruce Ashburn, he used to be the
He's not there
committee,
anymore.
I know he's got his back up there, but he was, I approached Bruce when they had the meal, lunch later. He said, I asked him about going better lighting throughout the village. He said it would be a project, but he'd look into it, but he's gonna pass it on to his cohort. I can check up on that.
Okay.
Okay, 'cause
Could
I
you-
think all the
could you
lights,
do me- yeah,
all the lights
Could
of
you
the
do me a
village.
favor and call PNM?
Sure.
Tomorrow and ask them about that, would you please?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, I
Yeah.
appreciate it. Thank you. Then I'm gonna get Pat to call him, okay? So, any more old business? No?
This
Any-
First Street,
First Street,
is there any way we can do a quick fix on that with the stuff we have on hand?
I'd have to ask Angel, and he's not here tonight, so.
It's getting pretty dangerous over
Yeah.
there. My sister told me she hadn't been down that street for a long time. And she said there was cars swerving and everything around the dips, and that is a liability for the village. So if we have any way we can at least level it out until we get funded to do the complete fix on it, I think we really need to focus on that. I mean, it's been a problem since I've been a trustee. And so we really need to address that for our community. I mean, that's a well-used road for the school buses, kids walk on that road, all that. So we really need to look at addressing, trying to do a quick fix on that just till we get funding.
We had a project that we were gonna fix it, but unfortunately, we didn't get the money for that. And to fix it, we're gonna have to get a hold of the ditch corporation and have them replace that pipe there.
Culverts, the
The
culverts.
culverts here, I'm sorry, the culverts there, yeah, we gotta have them replace all the culvert there, cause that's the problem right there. The culvert is crushed in and the water's leaking under it. But I'll get with Angel tomorrow and I'll ask him what he can do as far as fixing it. I'll see if he can even, I know he did a good job on my road, but it didn't have any culvert there. So that's gonna be a project and a half.
Yeah, Just
we
like
start
I
on
said,
that
just a
project, Mayor?
temporary fix until that gets
But the
fixed.
thing is, if you stop it right now, then it's gonna adhere, all the buses, everything's gonna have to, the whole road's gonna be closed down. And, you know, I don't know if maybe we could put it off till their break on school, so it won't be so bad for the buses to try and get around, because remember, Granado is now one way, so they couldn't go up that street, you know?
Well, the buses only use that in the morning. In the evenings, they use the rest of the city. So we can isolate it to one lane of traffic, in my opinion.
Well, that would be Angel's call there, but anyway, yeah, I'll check with Angel and see what he can do. Okay. Any new business?
I was gonna ask you, going back to that topic of that street. If we start on that, what's to say the state's not gonna give us money for it to finish it because we've already started on it? That was brought up the last time at the meeting.
That's true, I mean, that's true, we
And-
probably won't
and-
get any
and
money
we know
to fix
that
it
the
then.
ditch corporation is, the water's leaking underneath through their pipes. And in the past leadership there, they said they're gonna help us. They said they'd set aside money, but now it's no longer available. And now the new people that inherited it, I don't know what to do there, so. And if we ask the state for money, he said, well, you already started it, so why not finish it? So I don't know. I'm just,
We're gonna get a lot of pushback
yeah, but
from,
we've been working on that for years, ever since Mark and others been on this board.
Ever since I've been on
It's crazy.
every time we think we have the money for it, then they pull the money back. This is the second time that I know of since I've been here that they pulled it back.
It's more than that.
But, yeah, I just don't, what I don't want to happen is Angel to get cut into it and it's something bigger and worse than he can, you know, do. Because he, you know, he's not a state highway person that does that, you know. So I'll talk to him and see what we can do, if there's anything we can do. And again, we may, if we fix it, we may lose funding, I don't know. And we wanted to fix the whole First Street, am I correct, Rebecca? The whole First Street is what we were looking at trying to fix.
Well, MDOT keeps denying us the money 3 years in a row, so I'm gonna make some calls to the commission and to the MDOT secretary, and if I have to, I'll call the governor. We
So-
need to get that fixed, that's all there is to it.
When they have the meetings, Mark and Manny, you guys are there, would it be a good thing? I know that I told Mark I'd go to the next one with you guys, okay? But would it be relevant for the rest of us to go?
I don't know if all of us have to go, but it would be good if you went.
Oh, I'm going next time. I'm going. Yeah,
About the Serpco meeting?
yeah,
Serpco.
yeah, I'm going. I've already talked to Mark and you about it, and I'm definitely going.
It's December 3rd in Roswell.
Okay. I got you. Okay, any new business?
I don't have, it's not really new business, but I'd like to acknowledge or recognize our Tularosa Pee Wee football team. They went undefeated this year, and last Thursday they won the 5th annual Super Bowl in Alamogordo.
Cool beans. Isn't that so cool, guys? That is so cool that our Pee Wee football guys won. That is so great.
Maybe we could extend an invitation,
way
have
we
them to
could
make
do something for 'em?
presentation here.
Sure, we can do a presentation for
think we
them,
need to
like,
do something
at the
for
next
them.
meeting.
Meeting?
Yes.
And as the principal of the mid-high for many years and a coach for many years, Mr. Max Salcido says, pride, baby, pride, and we're still carrying that on to this day.
Yes, we are. So, yes, definitely, we can do a presentation for them. So at the next meeting, okay, at the next regular meeting, okay?
Gotcha.
You want keys to the city?
Anything else, guys?
Anybody else?
All right, any new business?
Anybody out there?
Nothing? No?
Be out there?
You know, you all need to recognize our chief. She's doing a magnificent job for our village. If you don't do anything else, drop by and say thank you to her, because I'm telling you, we haven't had a chief like this in a long time.
3 chiefs.
So. Okay, guys, meeting adjourned.